In great TV show history, there has been the Man Show and the Guy Show. It's time that we bring in. Wait, that was the test pattern? That's the test pattern? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You tell me that was the test pattern? Where did we get the test pattern from? Really? You know what? I think it's time we start That Guy Show. Hi, it's me, your friend Joe on the radio, and we're here on That Guy Show for what? Guy stuff. It's everything that's guy stuff. I'm going to teach you how to poker hierarchy, do guy stuff, fishing, how to set up a fire while camping, stuff that it should be passed down and all that. This ain't no makeup tutorial, and I'm sorry kids, if you're looking how to make slime, this is the wrong video that you should be testing out, alright? This is for stuff that every guy should know, like changing a tire and jump starting a car, stuff like that. How to throw an axe, stuff like that. How to pick out a good steak, stuff like that. But there's stuff that I can't teach you, like your friends, your coworkers, your spouse's anniversary. Other things would be how to escape from a burning house, because I don't know your house. The best bar or restaurant in your area. But then again, maybe you could tell me. Your signature cocktails. I can teach you some cocktails, but not how, everyone has a preference on how they make them. Your shirt size. Can't tell you that. Can't tell you your pant size. Can't tell you that. I can't tell you your favorite books, but your favorite movies. I could suggest, I could tell you, and all that. Your spouse's, your girlfriend's, also favorite books or favorite movies. I can't tell you that crap. Your family history and all that, and what you want out of life. Can't tell you that. Can't tell you how to open up. Can't tell you about your feelings. But I can tell you stuff that will make you look like you know what you're doing. So, without further ado, alright, so, get this. Today we're going to talk about poker. Not poker, but the game poker. And some of the highlights you should know about poker is the ranking of the cards. So the first off, it's going to be the granddaddy ball. It's called a royal flush. A royal flush is same suit going 10, no, sorry, backwards, 10, jack, queen, king, ace, okay, so same suit, 10, jack, queen, king, ace, okay, straight flush is pretty much 5 cards with the same suit, same numerical value. So here we go with this one, and you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same value. Also, you might also want to check out that this is, if you want to come down in ranking, this would be considered a low straight, while this is also considered a high straight. So both these came to battle. Who would win? There you go. The next up would be 4 of a kind. 4 of a kind, well, that's kind of self-explanatory there. Where I get to use bam, 4 aces and an odd card. 4 of a kind. Does this beat a straight flush? No. Does this beat a royal flush? No. It's just 4 cards that are all the same. Alright? But what does it beat? Glad you asked. No. Oh. Let's just say beats a full house. Full house would be 2 and where'd my full house go? I don't know where my full house went. Anyway, full house would not be 4 of a kind. So you have that there. And then next up you have your flush. Flush could be any numerical numbers but it has to be all the same suit right there. 3 of a kind, just like 4 of a kind, missing 1. So here's my demonstration of 3 of a kind with with 2 odd cards. So 3 of a kind, 2 odd cards. Okay. Then you have 2 pair. I'm not talking about. That's a whole different story right there. 2 pair would be 2 pair with what they would consider garbage. Not matching, not together. So 2 pair. Okay? And not saying anything about 2 of a kind because that doesn't beat anything at all. You might as well just throw in your hand about that one. Now, we're going to talking about certain style of poker as let's say I think it's Texas Hold'em. Hang on a second. Let's get a aerial shot. So, in an aerial shot, we're going to talk about Texas Hold'em. It's a certain style of poker. You got 7 card, you got 5 card, stud, and all that. But mostly people will play Texas Hold'em. And now with that being said and all that, let's talk about certain things. Sort of like the pot. The pot is a pile of money where people or the players throw in their money into and all that. Then you've got words like ante. Not your ante. Ante is pretty much what they call a small contribution which each player puts in to the pot to make it bigger. Then you got what they call low blind and big blind. So low blind is usually starts off with like say 5 cents or a quarter, and then that's the low, and then the high one would be either 50 cents or $1. And they have what they call the marker. So let's just say this, okay? So say that this is the marker, and I got 5 people around me. What's going to happen is that marker goes to the left, and that person on the left is going to be the low blind, and then the next person over here is going to be the big blind. And once that hand is over, the rock or the token goes to the next person, where the big blind is now the low blind, and the person left to him is now the big blind. And it goes all the way around until it comes back down to me, the dealer. Now, there's terminology that you're going to figure out. You got the flop. The flop is the first 3 cards that they put out. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, excuse me, but I like Batman. Anyway, so the first 3 community cards, they're placed face down until everyone has dealt their cards, and the dealer usually will put them up. That is called the flop. And now the fourth card, I had a brain fart for a second. The fourth card dealer puts out is going to call the river. No, the churn. I'm sorry, the churn. So you got the flop right here. You got the churn, which is the fourth card. All right. And now the fifth card that players are trying to make hands with, see what they can make hands with, and they're trying to bluff the other person, saying, I got a better hand, but you don't know. Then all of a sudden, the river card is the fifth card. Usually I put the churn right here, and then the river. Now, players will turn around and make wages on they have a better hand without actually showing their hands. I hope this helps. I wonder what they do in there. Kind of nervous. Right, so we're going to end the show with a better you. And a better you is just little tidbits that we just take for granted that we overlook. Like smiling, you know. That's right. If you have a girl like me, you don't want to do that. But smiling makes you positive, makes you look more successful, it makes you look uplifting, and it's also contagious. It brings on your immunity, or brings up your immunity, and brings down depression. So if you have to, try smiling in the mirror. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. Joe on the radio. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those places. You can check me out at Joe on the Radio, the podcast. Go figure, if you think my name was weird before, it's even weirder on the Facebook. But check me out. We'll see you in the next show. Bye-bye.